All right, we are live here. We are with Al Stasec of eXp Realty. My name is James Studnicka Jr. And Al here is he's in the Cleveland, Ohio area. He is a veteran here of real estate and a longtime EXP real estate agent. And Al's going to share a little bit about some of his stories and how he's been successful with EXP. So Al, let's get right into it. Just tell me real quick a little bit about your real estate journey and how you adapted into EXP and then previously from there.
Man, thanks for having me on, James. Man, it's been a great last 4 years. I moved my brokerage over about 4 years ago. I could say I believe that every agent out there should have the opportunity to not just sell more homes and grow their business by selling more homes, but I believe that they deserve equity in the company that they're helping to build. I started with a great little brokerage called Century 21. It was a franchise owned by friends of the family and for years, and they're still in operation today, and they're great people. But there was really no opportunity to grow the business beyond just selling more homes with them. So long of the short of it is I hopped into a few, I have that entrepreneurial spirit, I guess you could say. And with a college buddy of mine, we launched a discount brokerage company, grew that. And then I started my team with RE/MAX. And when I was with RE/MAX, I really never believed that I was going to be going anywhere else. I didn't like RE/MAX. I loved RE/MAX. I thought it was where I was going to end up retiring. But the problem was it's kind of hard to retire as a RE/MAX agent because you're really not building a sellable asset unless, of course, you own the brokerage. So I started the team. It was doing pretty well. And then I ended up leaving RE/MAX and I went independent as Stasec Real Estate Experts. I just started my own independent brokerage. We were a small boutique of about 10 to 12 agents. We were selling about 300 homes a year. So we're doing really well. And that's when I saw the EXP platform. At first, what caught my eye wasn't, I didn't understand how it could be good for me. I saw how it could be great for my agents because the more homes they sold, the more stock and ownership, ultimately they got equity in the company. And that caught my ear and my attention because that's what I wanted to do for my agents. But it was really difficult to do as an independent brokerage and giving them, ownership. And
Right.
So Glenn Sanford, he figured it out and grew this platform, this brokerage that we're so happy to be a part of called eXp Realty on the premise of having the agents be owners and literally flipping the whole model upside down that we're used to, where you have a franchise owner who owns, and then all the agents, sell their tails off and make the franchise owner lots of money, and oftentimes puts them in a position where they can retire and passive, and it's actually an asset that they can sell. Now that's available for every single agent in the U.S. and Canada now, and now 14, 15 other countries. Because of what Glenn built. So I moved my brokerage over in 2017. At the time, EXP had about 4,000 agents with the company, and really no one knew who we were. And today we're happy to announce we're just, if we're not just shy, we're about to hit 70,000 agents. And so it's been a fun 4.5 years.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's a great story. So at any time did you feel like really stuck previously, like to where you you're you feel successful, you're running a successful business, but you just feel like you haven't plateaued? And if you could plateau, did you have something in mind, like another avenue of that for your business? Or did you think, what, this is it, I'm just going to stay where I'm at, probably because it's never going to get better than this? So how did you feel about that?
Well, yeah, we kind of hit a little bit. I mean, the best year that I had prior to joining EXP was in 2016 with my independent brokerage. We doubled our business from RE/MAX from about 800,000 in GCI to 1.6 million. And I was really trying to scale my business, but I had it all wrong. I was just trying to sell more homes with the same amount of agents.
Right.
And that's only going to take you so far. And what I had learned was the name of this game is, providing an environment for agents to grow their business successfully and maintaining that environment through coaching, through training, through support, through mentorship. And I was real limited as to what I could do as an independent broker. When I brought my brokerage over to EXP, now my agents had access to over 60 hours of live training, and I couldn't provide them that as an independent broker. It was just gave me an opportunity to scale my business on a platform that I can literally put unlimited amount of agents and help an unlimited amount of agents grow their business, versus when I was a small independent, there was some limitations to that. I was basically limited to my area of Cleveland, Ohio, here where I live. Now, sure, I could have expanded to Columbus. I could have expanded to Toledo. I could have expanded down to Cincinnati and done all that. But it would have been very difficult. It would have required me to open up a brick and mortar office in each one, hire a sales manager for each location. And with this platform, I was able to expand to all of those areas without opening up one office, without hiring, without expensive overhead and all that. And so, yeah, I mean, the independent model is what I really thought was my ultimate goal. So what I just did was I took my independent business model, I placed it on a platform that helped me, take off like a rocket ship. Now, Honey Badger Nation's about to crack 10,000 agents right now. I believe that we'll probably hit that by the end of the year. And if we don't, we're going to come darn close to it. So, 4.5 years, I started with 10 agents I brought over. That's it, just 10. And now we're almost at 10,000. So I would say that it's been a rewarding and the right move that we did for our agents and ultimately for me as a business entrepreneur.
Right. Yeah. Well, we got to love the Honey Badger Nation. I love it as well, of course, being part of it. So one last question, but to jump on the coattails of what you mentioned, is that coaching, training, mentoring, the whole 9 yards. So someone who's successful, so you yourself, what are you doing for coaching, training at your level? Like, are you using another coach, another top coach, just like any sports, you get better with coaching. So someone like yourself, what are you doing for your own coaching and training?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. So, when I met my business partners, who are right behind me over here, Mike Reese and Jay Kinder, when I met them, they were my coaches, along with Cliff Freeman, who was one of the Kinder Reese coaches, who was my personal coach. But these guys were my coaches and mentors. And I invested literally tens of thousands of dollars. It was over actually $100,000 that I had stroked in coaching fees to Kinder Reese coaching, but the return was 10x that. So I'm a big believer. I believe everyone needs a coach, and I believe that if you hire the right coach, anybody could double, triple, or quadruple their business like I did. I didn't do it because I was so smart or witty. I did it because I was able to copycat success. And so when you have a blueprint for success, then, all you have to do is be diligent enough to implement and copy it. And that's all I did. So the problem with coaching, though, is that it can be expensive. And I believe that the people that need it the most are the people who are just starting out and can't afford to stroke a check for $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 a month. I mean, we have some of the best coaches that we've hired right now, but at this time we can afford those coaches. So what we've done is we've disrupted what we believe would be the coaching model, so to speak. What we do is we invest all the investments that we've made to build Kinder Reese Coaching and NAEA, the National Association of Expert Advisors, and we give all of that away for free. We hire people like John Sheplack, one of the top recruiting coaches in the nation, and offer his coaching and wisdom and stuff like that within our group for free for our people. We hire people like Coach Michael Burt, who's currently my personal coach. And Jay and I saw him speak in Nashville, Tennessee earlier this year. And we immediately chased him to the back of the room and said, "You're going to be our next coach."
Yeah, he's great.
He is great.
Yeah.
And what it boils down to is the principle is that, you're going to attract people that believe what you believe. Yeah. And you're not going to, sales is just a simple process of finding a problem and then helping someone solve it. A sale can't be made until a problem's solved. So with as far as coaching is concerned, we believe that everybody needs a good coach, but we also believe that not everyone can afford the best coaching. So we go ahead and we stroke the big checks, we make the big investments, and we then in turn pour into our agents in Honey Badger Nation. And I know that you've experienced that firsthand. So
yeah,
I would encourage anybody who's watching this right now that if you're curious as to why the top agents all over Canada, all over the United States, in 15 different countries, the top brokers, the top team leaders, the top agents are moving their brokerages and they're moving their organizations or their businesses to this platform, you need to call James. His number's down there. Shoot him a text message. Just schedule a 30-minute call with him. You don't know what you don't know. And what I would say is, come in with an open-minded mindset, be radically open-minded, and find out why all these people that we just had a brokerage of 450 agents out of Houston. They were the fastest growing independent brokerage in Houston, Texas. They were doing great. In fact, they started this brokerage only 4 years ago and grew it to 450 agents. And they just brought the whole brokerage over to our platform. You should, if you're a smart, sharp, hungry, humble, smart person, any normal person would want to know, why would they do that? Why would these top agents they didn't have to move. They were doing great. I didn't have to move my brokerage. We were doing really well, but we did it for a reason. Find out the reason, give James a text, get in his calendar, and he'll be happy to answer your questions.
Awesome. Hey, Al, thanks so much. Yeah, once again, you can text me direct at 310-994-6034, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Hey, Al, thanks again so much for taking the time out of your busy day and joining us here, and we'll catch you on the next video. All right, see you guys.